Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of Radon. Oh, what was that? Oh, it was these gem things. So you can see I've been doing some work on Astral Sorcery, basically because I wanted to both get to the point where I could make clay, and also because I wanted to upgrade my tools because of the fiasco I was having with the last diamond picks getting broken. It doesn't work very well with the enchants. The tools from this mod apparently do not break. They have a completely different mechanic where you get these sort of crystals, but I'll show you. Basically, I'm at the point where I can make the pickaxe now, finally. So these rock crystals have certain stats on them. They have a size, a purity, and cutting, and higher purity gems are used for things like this lens, which we've got over here, which I still haven't quite figured out how to get working the way I want to get it working. They also have like a cutting stat, which allegedly counts towards the value of your tool, right? So I don't think purity counts for that. So I've basically got 3 crystals, and I've been grinding them and grinding them and grinding them on this grindstone here, and then I've kind of grown them again back up to the maximum size. Oh, it's turning daytime. We're gonna have to be quick here. And I've got 3 of them, the same, different purity levels, but they're all max on size and all max on cutting. So I don't need the linking tool, I need the resonating wand. Cross your fingers. Don't know if we're going to be able to... Oh, they're going to crash the party. It's Halloween today, so all the mobs seem to have, like, wings and helmets on. Oh, what's this like? So, size 1200. Ooh, okay. Purity 54, cutting 100%, 3 attack speed, 6 attack damage. Okay, so it certainly does more damage. We'll have to try that out in a bit. I also went ahead and enchanted this diamond sword, just using the with sprinkles pages, just because I needed a decent weapon. That's also why I've got this shield, and you'll notice my helmet is missing. It's because I've been getting assaulted out here in the nighttime. You have to do all of this mod in the dark. Not a good place for it. And I've been trying to find one of the ancient golems, because I've got a few plans for what we want to do with that mod, and I haven't found any yet, so yeah, there we go. But I'm going to finish up here, and I will see you guys back at the base, and we'll get on with the episode. Okay, I'm actually out testing this pickaxe now, and it's really not fantastic. I mean, it's okay against stone, but then, and like certain ores are fine, but then try to do something like redstone. Look how slow that is. And it's not even set up properly for things like this slate. So if I put this down, there you go. Currently harvestable with a big X next to it. You can't even pick up stuff like slate with it. So, and I think it might be slow because of the cutting has gone down to 44%. So I need to sharpen it already. And like I've barely started using this. I literally dug down to this level from over here down to here, through this little tunnel, and it's already nearly broken. So, I feel like I've wasted a huge amount of time. We're probably going to stick to diamond tools for a little while, I think. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, yeah, you didn't see anything, guys. Nope, put that book away. Back to Astral Sorcery. Yeah, okay, so this is where I've been getting the clay from as well. I've been stockpiling ready for us to start building the house over there. The perfectly innocent normal house, which is going to completely hide us from the nanites. Basically, this is a floating crystal, and I've got the binding linking tool now, so I got far enough in Astral Sorcery to get that. You basically just put down a whole bunch of sand, bind the floating crystal to the sand, and you get this blinding amount of sparkly light. This thing's pointing at here because I was trying to link it to something else at the same time. And I don't know, actually, shall we test this? I've been wondering, can you do like more than one layer at once? Let's go linking tool. Let's go you, and you. And we will wait and see if it manages to convert both layers. So I'm gonna cut here. For you guys, it's gonna be a split second. For me, it might be some time. Okay, moment of truth. Yes, it does do multiple layers. Okay, that's really cool. Well, I'm gonna get this room basically filled up with sand, and then I'm gonna go back and I'll show you guys. Well, I've got to do a bunch of digging first. So I might actually make some tools. I'll do some clearing of some space, and then we'll cut back in. And I'll start building our house. Okay, I finally found one. I got a little bit distracted. I was like, okay, I've enchanted these tools. They've all got mending now. I'm gonna go make a little like skeleton spawner just so I can recharge them whenever I need to. That turned into hours and hours of mining, and I have just stumbled across one of these ancient golems. He's in here. I know for sure he's in here, and I am... Ah, no, he's right. Whatever, I don't care, it's a block. If I die again, I am going to be so upset. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned that on camera. I have found one of these before, and it completely owned me. So I've been hoping to find another one since that happened. Where did... Oh, no. Okay. That was close. We got trapped. That did not go to plan. Okay, ancient motive core. Is that the thing we use for... Oh, the ancient codex. Thank goodness. Okay, archaic bricks. How are we supposed to do this? I want the book. There's got to be another way of making the book. 2 archaic bricks. So it's an alchemy recipe. Huh. Maybe I didn't need this. I'm an idiot. Okay, so... He also dropped archaic bricks. So we're gonna craft this right now, because I've been dying to get one of these. And even though I have no inventory space... Ancient Codex! Yes! So this is how we're gonna get started with the Embers mod. I want to avoid using anything with RF in it. This is a mod that doesn't use RF. It's kind of like a magic tech mod. So it still has a lot of kind of industrial, almost steampunky, you know how much I love steampunky stuff, kind of like dwarven type technology. So yeah, not going to spend too much time on it right now, but I'm excited to get into this. But first things first, I am legit going to finish this XP farm, and then I'm going to build the house. That's the project for today. We're going to build the house. Ah, nice and chilled out. Yeah, so I've built this thing now. It's just a quick derpy thing I threw together. Don't know if you can really see in there. It's still kind of like rough stone because I'm not going to be paying too close attention to that. Point is just to have the room dark. You've seen me create these a million times. The mobs get passed under, like through water streams. They go up behind this acacia wood here. Drop down just a few blocks just so that they stack nicely into this slot here and we can kill them. But one thing I didn't realize is it looks like they've nerfed these kinds of farms. But it's okay, it's fine. I don't know if you can sort of tell they're taking, like if I bring up the debug screen, oh sorry, information overload, but if you look at the entities, it's hovering around 30. And it'll never go really over that. As soon as an extra mob drops into that space, which it's not going to do now just because I want it to happen. Come on. Well, whatever, there you go. A whole bunch of them took damage. I think it's just prevent overcrowding, prevent lag on servers, which is kind of a cheap solution to the problem if you ask me. I mean, people have been relying on these kinds of farms for ages, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I understand as well the desire to want people to play and actively get their XP maybe instead of kind of doing it passively like I've always done. Whatever. And it doesn't matter either. So we've made these tools. You've seen the sword. I've got sharpness 5 on there as well now. We've got the pickaxe, efficiency 5, fortune 3, mending, unbreaking 3. We've got the shovel with efficiency 5, mending, and unbreaking 3, and an axe with efficiency 5, mending, unbreaking 3, and also felling, which is really, really dangerous, I've discovered, for when you're breaking blocks. If I break one of these acacia woods here, it's going to get all of them in this room. So you got to be really careful with that. I've kind of destroyed our starter house a couple of times already, farming those acacia trees. So I might actually make another one that doesn't have this for carrying around and save this for when I'm tree farming. But the thing is with XP, like if you kill a bunch of mobs, the XP comes in. It'll repair the tool that you're holding, right? So this sword's going to keep repaired forever, but it's not going to sort out, for example, my pickaxe. Don't know if you can sort of see there, but to solve that, all you need to do is put the pick in your offhand slot. And if you can see in the offhand slot there, it's getting repaired. And there we go, fully repaired. And you can just press F as the default to switch between what's in your offhand and what's in your hotbar. So I'm just going to do this, repair all my stuff, and then I'll get to work. Oh, this is so much better. Should have done this a long time ago. And here we go, we're on our way. So, the space is cleared out, and you can see I've started kind of working on the foundation here. So, I have actually been using Schematica, which isn't part of the mod pack. I have added that myself. Anyone who's watched any of my series before will know that I'm absolutely obsessed with that mod. I absolutely love it. It makes building these big projects like this so much easier. You can kind of design your buildings in creative mode, and then it gives you almost like a shopping list. So for example, I'm gonna switch this on, so we go show. I'm doing this layer by layer, and it tells me that what I've got left in this layer is materials. I need all this stuff. Do I have it? Do I not? So you can kind of see some blocks don't place as well as others, so I've discovered these earthworks ones are a little bit temperamental, so I'm gonna go ahead and place these myself. But this is what I needed all of the clay for and all the other materials. So we've got timber framed. This is gonna be, is it this way? No. Okay. I think I might have to place these the other way around. So is it like this? Yeah, like that. And then a upwards V. Why are these animals being so noisy? Yeah, that's better. That's better. Well, it'd be easier if I just do these like in a batch, I guess, run around. I'm gonna need to make a whole bunch more of those. Yeah, we'll get back to that in a second. These are such a pain to craft as well. I didn't realize, because like all the designing I've been doing is in creative mode. So I didn't realize that the crafting tree for these, it's not like a recipe for each block individually. It's like you craft the lower left barn door, for example, and if you want the upper left barn door, you have to cycle it through this one into the left sideways to the right sideways, and then eventually you get to that block, and then eventually you get to this one. So I think what I might actually go ahead and do is craft a bunch of those off camera, and maybe I'll finish up the next couple of layers and I'll show you the building as we build it. Okay, so this is the first floor done. Well, the frame anyway. Obviously we have to put things inside it. So what I'm trying to imitate here is, I mean, I've said it a few times before, but there's like a bunch of really cool buildings in a town called Chester near where I live, and they're a Victorian imitation of like a medieval style. Shush, birds. And they make use of all this. It's not really wattle and daub, but it's this kind of effect where there are loads of crosses, but it's all like black and white. So we're adapting it for what we've got. We've got these earthworks blocks here. We're in this hot biome, so we've got loads of like acacia. I'm trying to use that instead. So we're going for a totally different color scheme, but I'm hoping that it'll work. We'll see. I really like using these yellow windows for what's supposed to be like an old-fashioned build, because it kind of, I feel like it imitates that kind of oil lantern light coming through those really poor quality windows they would have had. The inside here, it's kind of the basement. It's going to be one set of, this might just be one big shop actually, we'll see. You know, but like the stone supports here holding up the timbers, which are going to support the rest of the building. We'll have to think about what's going to go down here. But this is the way the shops work in Chester as well. They have a bottom floor, which is on the main street level. So you're walking along and you kind of step down, and they've got these like sort of buried under the shadow of the rest of the structure kind of shops. including a really good one that sells really good fudge. Oh yeah. And then you go up and there's like a whole extra walkway along here. So that's what we're going to do next. So if I pop this up and we go next layer. Yeah, I'm going to have to be careful here because it's going to misplace... Oh, it's not doing... Wow, it's really not doing badly, actually. I thought it was going to mess up those blocks, but it hasn't. Oh, yeah, it has. There you go. That one's wrong. That one's wrong. Okay, I'm going to switch this off, and I'm going to start placing these manually again. And I'll finish off this layer, and I'll cut back in again and give you a tour of this one. Yeah, so there we have it. So let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself. I went ahead and I built the rest of the building just because, well, it's actually several days later now. We're into November. We're not in Halloween anymore. I've just been trying to do little bits and pieces when I've had a couple hours after work or before work. So I finished the building, but here's where we're up to. I showed you this part before. So we got the downstairs done there. I've got all the doors in place and stuff. We've now got this walkway. This is what I was talking about, where there's this sort of like promenade up this level. And so if there was like a cafe here, for example, you could have some tables out here. You could look out over the seashore and stuff, you know. I don't know. I'm getting way too into this. Sorry. Yeah, little like rooms here. Quite dark at the moment. This is a little storeroom under the stairs. This one. I keep finding creepers and stuff waiting in here for me. It's terrifying. Then a shop on this side is a little bit smaller because it doesn't have the space under the stairs. It still kind of looks out. You got the sea view, which I think is nice. And then you go up to this floor. So we've got another row of shops here, getting darker and darker and darker. But this right now I've just got as one big open space. But I can kind of put a wall here if I want, or here I can wall this off and partition it into two different shops. And which way is it? Yeah, each one of them has like a cupboard underneath the stairs. So if Harry Potter ever comes to stay, he can live in there. The same on this side. Yep, there we go. And this just comes out on the other side of, oh, it's not supposed to be there, this hallway. So you could have come up the stairwell and gone up this way. And we've got the top floor, which is like an attic. So obviously this place is huge compared to our first house. I'm hoping it'll last a while, but I've already got a few ideas of kind of shops we need to put in here. So building this and noticing all this darkness and all these mobs that are spawning, I think the first thing we're going to do is like a chandler. Some sort of shop that's going to be selling light sources like candles and candelabras, because in the rustic mod, if I can find it, can I just do it this way? Maybe... Okay, rustic candles, this thing. So we take tallow, which is rotten flesh just cooked, so we should be able to get quite a bit of that, I think. And you can use that to make candles, which I haven't tried ever before, but I think they might look kind of cool. And then there's like a chandelier or something? Chandelier? Yeah, there you go. From rustic as well. And this is just like iron, lots and lots of iron, but we have quite a bit of that at the moment. Using iron chains, you can like hang them. I think these would be really nice light sources. So I'm going to, I think, shall we do it right now? Yeah, why not? I'm going to do this now just to finish off the episode. I'll see you guys in just a sec. Yeah, this axe has to go. Yeah, so I might have gotten a little bit carried away again. A little bit derpy, but just quick. I've just been playing around, basically, just messing around with the different furniture things here. So let's grab these and I'll take them with me and I'll show you what we've been up to. So got some tables here. There's a hint about what's coming, but we've also got these candles all over the place on rustic. I really like how they look. They actually give out a lot of light too. I seem to need fewer of these than I do torches. I kind of messed around in the other place as well. You know, in like the starter house. I'll show you that at the end. But you come in here, this is going to be sort of like the chandler stroke chain maker stroke chandelier maker. And we've got all the bits and pieces in here that we need. So there's a big table to display the goods, and this is the chandelier right here. And this is a really cool block. Like if you try and place this against, say, the ceiling here. Oh, it actually sticks there. It's turning me into a liar. I had it out. Oh, that actually works. Where did I put it? I put it one place and it fell. Well, I might actually make use of that. Never mind. I'll bring this and I'll show you something else about how it works. But yeah, all the shelves in the back here, a bit of iron, tallow. Got my spare like monster flesh here, rotten flesh, and I've been turning that into more tallow. So we've got the supplies we need to make more candles, bit of string for the wicks. Just some, these are empty at the moment, but like storage barrels. Nothing in this room yet. I couldn't decide what to put there. I did have the furnaces in there. I was thinking maybe in the back they would do all the processing and the melting down. So I might still do that just to make some space. But I kind of liked having these here to kind of break up that wall too. So I'm not really sure. We'll go with it. But yeah, on the other side, this is where all the furnitures come from, because I decided I wanted to decorate things a little bit more as well. So I've got this kind of, it's supposed to be like where they would work on the furniture. So we've got some display pieces around. There's like a clock here, table, chairs, some shelves with all the equipment we've been using, with some like, you know, wool and the saw. An armor stand, so we could come in here and we could buy a new armor stand. We've got some armor to store. This is in preparation for in case we do some storage drawers, and I quite like how these two blocks look together, so I might do a little bit with those. Furniture paneler, workbench, just because, basically. A tool rack, which we can't put that saw thing on, unfortunately. That was the whole reason I made it, but we'd already made it, so we're going to use it for decoration. And then these bookcases, just because I wanted to test them. You can't just put like whatever you want into them anymore. You've got to put actual books, and not all books seem to work, but they still look cool, so yeah, we'll use them a bit. And I've also got these kind of framed blocks because it kind of fit with the theme, you know, framed objects that we're going to put our own textures onto, basically. Yeah, and this is something new. I'd never used one of these before, a painting frame. In fact, we might even... It's just sticks and wool, right? Where did that go? Let's try this out. One piece of wool, bunch of sticks. Crafting table on a stick. There's a furnace on a stick, too. I'm actually kind of tempted to try that out. Let's go painting. Whoa, what is this? What? Scale, sure. Nope, I have absolutely no idea how that works. I might, might get you guys to give you a few pointers on that one, sorry. But I like these clocks too. Dex, if you're watching, this is you who's got me into these. It's really relaxing having, having the ticking in the background, I think. Although it does drive you crazy after a while as well. Yeah, that's about it for this stuff. Let me just run over to the other base. The reason I was testing out those bookshelves is because I was thinking for the next shop in that structure. Let's get a look at it from over here too. There you go. I was thinking for one of the next structures, maybe on this floor here, we could make a bookshop stroke library, because obviously we would do enchanting and stuff in there. I don't think I actually showed it on camera, but I've got this this ruby armor that I'm wearing too. Just because basically all my iron stuff broke some of the pieces more than once. Like, I got through quite a lot of iron armor. I wanted something a little bit tougher because I was getting killed all the time. So we should probably enchant this too, right? But yeah, you come in here, and this is the other thing I did. This is one of those chandeliers. You put like a piece of chain, and you can hang the chandelier off the chain. And let's see if I can get this thing to work. Because you know in like cartoons, they always drop chandeliers on people. Let's see if we can do this. Kind of fiddly to place this stuff. You can make like chains like that. But yeah, if I do this, yeah, there you go. It doesn't hold. It kind of falls down and it makes that anvil noise. So we're gonna test and see how dangerous this is. I just want to show you this too. Oh, ow! It is dangerous. That really hurts. Ouch. Okay, yeah, so you don't want to have one of those things land on you either. I'm determined to do this properly here. Breaks quite easily. Ow. No, okay. I'm going to have to set this up from quite high, I think, if it's going to do any damage. Not that we want that to happen, of course. Yeah, I kind of like how this looks. Kind of sit down at the table. You got the light here. And I managed to get rid of all those other torches. This one chandelier lights up this entire building. But yeah, that's been a long time in the coming, this episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed having a bit of a tour of what we've built. I'm quite happy with that house. I think it's going to be fun to fill that up. We can start working on. I've actually took the liberty of crafting a whole bunch of ember stuff, so we can get started with this too. So until next episode, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.